Did you see the black and gold one? I was like, Borzou's gonna like this
Yeah,
one.
obviously that was for the Persians, but like, how do you get, is that for the pan pizza? When do you even get the black and gold? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Where Brands Get Their Edge. If you're a marketer, we've got the tools. If you're a founder, we've got the truth. How are you, Amanda?
I'm great. And today, the truth might get a little saucy. I mean, I have to roll my eyes at that joke, but because Domino's just dropped a brand new logo and rebrand, and I actually really like it.
I don't. I think it's a little cheesy.
Okay, yours was better than mine. Like, I couldn't even get the joke. I'm like, I can't say this, but I didn't expect yours, so that was funny. Okay, so you don't like it. Big shock. I do kind of think that you maybe don't hate it as much as you hate
So
a lot of other things.
I don't hate it. One of their VPs or marketing people said something about not doing anything is the biggest risk, which I agree with. But I kind of I don't feel like they risked enough.
Okay, but what I really do like a good evolutional change, like a good brand evolution instead of just like a scrap it and do something new, especially with a company like this and a brand like this that has so much, stock in their existing logo and brand equity, and people recognize it and they see it. So they still need it to be pretty similar. I like what they did with it to help it evolve, and some of the other assets as well. I like some of their assets.
I like some of the assets. Domino's, the logo's relatively unchanged since honestly the 60s. And this is more of a callback to the version of the 60s than anything we've seen in between, which I think is cool. Like, it's cute. That feels like more of a campaign than like a brand element to me. But it feels like people wanted to do something without. There's a thin line between like evolutionary and playing it cool. Like, we made a lot of fun of the Walmart rebrand because it was so similar. But all the other fallout stuff from the Walmart thing was designed to do other things, right? Like the way it appeared on digital, like the logo didn't change that much, but the other assets did a lot. And I just don't feel like that's happening here.
I mean, maybe they're scared too, because you've seen what has happened to some other brands that have taken more drastic change.
The Crocodile Smackdown.
Yeah, it was exactly what and maybe wouldn't it be hilarious if they had this whole like huge revamp and everything was different, and then they saw what happened to them and they're like, just kidding, we're gonna make this a brighter blue and round out the font just a little bit and call it Domino's Sans, which is true, that's what they call it. It really isn't that much different from their last font though.
Well, it's funny. Some people think the more patriotic red, white, and blue is a bit of a response to the kind of cultural USA kind of backlash thing.
Yeah, but like they were always red, white, and blue.
No, but it's more like the colors on the flag than it was before. The hues have gone in that direction.
The blue is more of a bright blue versus the darker blue of the American flag.
I wonder how much of this is, because we're just seeing this online. We haven't gotten anything yet. But some of this looks very flag, red, white, and blue to me, particularly the boxes. Although I actually do love the box designs.
Did you see the black and gold one? I was like, Borzou's gonna like this one.
Yeah, obviously that was for the Persians, but like, how do you get, is that for the pan pizza? When do you even get the black and gold?
I don't know. It was really, because I watched the reel, I saw what's going on here. I don't know what they're using every specific asset for.
Well, hold on. Currently the black box is for pan pizzas.
Okay.
But the gold makes no sense to me in that capacity.
Yeah, I just saw a sea of the better packaging, but then with one black and gold box, and I thought that was hilarious. But you're saying that it's so funny that you think that it's gone closer to the flag colors, because I do think it's gotten. See, yeah, I think that blue is a lot brighter, and they're using words like more vivid, like they keep saying vivid and bold, which of course, obviously, we love the word bold. That's part of like our yeah.
But I do love this box packaging. I did see a video of, and I don't know if this is from Domino's, of dice rolling the numbers, which
say that again.
I saw like an animation of dice.
Okay,
but like they're Domino's. It's not dice. But I don't know if that was from Domino's or like someone else made it to show off the rebrand. But if they did, that's a big miss.
Yeah. That's interesting. But are dice more American than Domino's? Maybe that's why.
I don't know,
Maybe.
maybe that was their way of taking a chance.
Yeah. I do like the though. I like the a
It's
lot.
cute, but, like, to spend all that money on Shaboozey just for him to, like, hum for a second feels a little ridiculous to me.
I don't know, like, I like short. I'm very good with, like I was surprised when they were saying, "Oh, Shaboozey did the new jingle," and then I listened to it, and it's literally like, "Dominoes," or like, "Dom" whatever it does, it's very short, that's it, that's the whole jingle, and so I agree with you, but the way he does it sounds really powerful, so if they end with every commercial with that, I think it's actually pretty
I think the
good.
jingle could work. This is the skeptic in me rolling stuff out again, but I would imagine that it's gonna be short-lived, and they didn't pay to use that forever. I think
Um
we're not gonna hear that again in 6 months.
No. 6
Yeah.
months? Oh, the jingle has to last a year.
It
They
should.
have to
It should. Should last even longer.
I think it depends on how well it performs.
Alright, so what else do you love about it?
Uh, well, what else did they change? Like, we haven't seen a lot. So we saw the packaging. I like the packaging a lot. I do like the new vibrant blue color. That seems to be the biggest color change to me. The font change seems like almost negligible. They're making a big deal out of it. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see how much fun they have with it
Right.
and to decide how it works. But I'm on board for the subtle change to a brand that has a lot of equity and it's not in the wrong direction. I think they didn't make it
I
worse.
definitely don't think
So
they made it worse, and I think the subtle touches are nice, and I think the rollout's been quiet, in my opinion, but I would have loved if they tied it like, I don't know if you remember, they were really hurting a couple years ago and, really made a strong effort to up their ingredients and, like, make better food, and, then they came out with, like, the pizza tracker, like, they were really focused on the ops delivery side. I would have loved for this
mm,
to have rolled out with something like that. You know what I mean? Like, to roll out
yeah.
the new brand with, it could even be something of, like, a commitment to product sourcing, to, like I would have loved to have something new have come out with it other than just a brand, and I know Jaguar is, like, the, worst corporate rebrand story of the year or last year or whatever it was.
Mm.
But at least that was tied to like a big change in the vehicle, everything, right? So I would have loved to have seen Domino's roll this out with an ingredient switch or just something else that would have made a reason for it.
I do think that it would have been best if they had coordinated those major changes. I do also think that if they weren't ready to do this brand evolution at the time that they made it, they would think they were smart to still make those menu
Mhm.
changes. So, because I've heard great feedback from that too. I have to be honest, I have not had Domino's in a very, very long time. The people who I've asked about does it taste better now? They all say
Yeah,
yes.
so
But
I'm not proud of this, but we eat it on the regular, and our family does love it.
so it's better than
It is in
and did
fact better.
you always love
No,
it?
no, they really I
Okay.
tried it when they did the whole "Our pizza's better, try us, we'll give you the money back" guarantee, and it, in fact, was better.
Do you remember when it was always Domino's and Pizza Hut, and those were, like, the 2 I feel like Domino's, it's not against Pizza Hut anymore, it's against, like, other
I mean, Pizza
things.
Hut's gone.
That's
You
why.
have I know there are some because like,
I know, I know, I know. You're
we
right.
grew up on Pizza
All the
Hut,
rest.
and I think this is a not uncommon foreign, um, experience from, like, a lot of the immigrants I've talked to. They had a fucking free salad bar, and there is nothing that of
Oh, Cici's Pizza, but that's regional, it's for
oh, okay.
you guys have it. Yeah.
Um, but no, we used to go to Pizza Hut and we used to like attack that endless salad bar. And when Domino's rolled out, really the delivery was the differentiator, right? Like Pizza Hut was an in-restaurant experience, but I mean, we
Mhm.
love Pizza Hut and there is not one that delivers to us. If we want Pizza Hut, we got to either pick up or go to the restaurant. It's like 30 minutes away. They've
Which
been pretty well buried.
yeah, I don't think they're doing well, they've closed a lot of restaurants
Yeah.
for
I miss
sure.
Pizza Hut. I miss Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers, wow, I haven't heard about that in a long time. I remember I mean, this is such a weird, like, tangent memory, but I went with, a family friend once, and he there was a claw machine, and he got his hand stuck, like, his whole arm, like, they needed to get security to help him get out of the m
I know,
he yeah.
are you guys kids?
Use the word friend
Are you
loosely.
children in this story?
Yes, we were children. We were still probably we were children, still older than should have been, like, this would never have happened to me. I'm like, "Who what is going on here? Like, what is happening? But that is a defining experience there for Fudd.
So I do like that they stayed true to it. I would have liked to have seen maybe some depth in the dominoes.
I would love to hear what you mean by that.
Well, just like literally not so flat. Like maybe some shadowing to make it look like the dots were depressed. I also
Mhm.
would have loved to have seen more of the dominoes. You know what I mean? Like the physical domino piece used. Would have
Okay,
loved it, like a graphic of them all knocking down, like a long thing. You know,
that's
I feel that I could have
cool.
had a lot of fun with that kind of stuff.
I mean, honestly, they still can. It's not like it's something that they still can't use,
But hit us
but
up. I'm a big customer. If
yeah,
I,
apparently, yeah, that would be smart of them. That's a good idea. That would've been
but I
really
do. I feel
cool.
like a lot of people like barely know what the domino is, but it's just not the most important thing, right? It's people are ordering these. This is impulse buy, hungry, forgot to make dinner. But it's how you stay top of mind, right? Like Shaboozey is gonna certainly help. But I was super disappointed that it was. I mean, have we missed that? Because it feels like it's like not even 10 seconds.
It's not 10
It's
seconds.
like how are you gonna spend all this money on Shaboozey? You know what I mean?
Like I said, I think if they have it at the end of every commercial and it becomes of and I would say that hopefully if it has staying power, then it'll be recognizable and it'll work for them. But the short was surprising, but it doesn't have to be a bad choice.
Yeah, and like I feel like if fucking Snoop did this and they were giving away rolling papers with his pizza, this would have gotten nuts.
This was very
Say it.
it doesn't seem
It was
like
very
this has
what?
gotten a lot of it.
It was
I
safe.
was just
It
gonna
was
say that
very safe.
safe.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, so safe that I don't think I mean, I didn't find out about it right when it happened. I usually find out about rebrands right when it took me like at least a couple days before.
It feels, and I know that it is corporate, but it feels super. It's like, hey, we want a black guy, but we want to appeal to the South too. So let's make it a country guy, and then let's just make it real short,
Mm.
so we don't have to worry about anything. It just, it's.
Wow, he's like one of one. He's gonna get lots of
It really
business.
is. Or there might be others. We don't listen to country music. So,
No, I know it's not my genre, so I really
um, and yeah, I feel like they could, and I don't like hate anything specific about it. Like I think it looks good. I think it's to your point, a very nice evolutionary step. But a company like this does this every 15 years, right? And the question is this feel like something that's gonna carry them? And I'm not sure that it is.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, what do you think? Should they have changed the domino? Like, should it have been different numbers on the front? Like, what if they changed it and it was like, it's too bad there's not a 6, 7, you know? I actually
If
don't
you
think
don't, yeah,
that
I
would
was gonna say if you don't have kids our age, Google.
yeah. Well, also, so I don't think that would have been a smart move because that trend would die out before that would not last them the amount of time that they need until their next rebrand. But I was just thinking about that when I saw the rebrand. I was just like, okay, so same domino. Like, what if they had chosen a different one? And I don't know. That was just my deep thoughts by Amanda.
Yeah. That is interesting. It would have had to have meant something, but if they could have tied it to a real, I don't even know what, right? But something, I think it could have made sense.
Yeah. So what more do we have to say about this?
I think overall it's fine, right? But I think if people can like barely tell,
Do you think people can barely
I
tell?
think most people will. Well, will they notice the box is different when they grab their pizza? Maybe. Will they think it was a rebrand instead of like a misprint? I don't know.
That blue is so much brighter. I mean, that was it for me, I mean, I could they do campaigns with brands, you do brand campaigns all the time, so the could have been their existing brand, that doesn't
That,
signify the
that could
new
tell
brand
that
to
could
me.
that feels more campaign oriented to me. That could be something
It
we never
is,
see again.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah, so that I'm not gonna bring that into it, but that blue to me, I would have noticed right away, but of course, like you said, we haven't seen it in real life yet.
Yeah, but I'm not impressed by adding letters. Like it's all of a sudden it's Taco Bell, right? Like it's not excited about it.
But this one means something. So
It does mean something. It does.
I love that. So I'm with you on the adding letters, but the because that's what they want you to feel.
But
So
you're gonna order Domino's now?
probably not. That's not true. I mean, I'm as likely to do it as I was before, but I was still like, it's not unlikely. I have children. It's just that also it's not. There are so many pizza places, you
Well,
know.
and I have a lot of respect for the agency that did this. Work in Progress is a killer agency, and they ran the consumer testing, right? So maybe they decided they didn't really need to make a hit on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think they got a really big boost from the change in their ingredients, and that whole push. And maybe they didn't think that this was as needed to drive market share because maybe they felt like, I really don't know. But like, I do agree, like you said, that if they could have had these two things coincide, that would have been a lot more
Yeah,
interesting.
but we gotta give them props in general.
I
They've
agree. I think it's
well, I
a
was
pretty good
even
one.
before this, the foundational stuff worked, the ingredients, this and that. I think they had doubled their sales in between then and now. And this certainly isn't gonna hurt anything.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to hurt. And, maybe they'll gain new people to,
Well, we
you
aren't
know,
making a fucking podcast about it, so that definitely
the
some
American
eyeballs.
people. The American people are gonna love the brighter American colors.
All right, everyone listening, let us know what you think. Follow us on all the places. If you like the rebrand, if you don't like the rebrand, drop us a note, and we will see you next time.